Hey guys, welcome back to another Sea of Thieves video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys all the current spawn locations for every naturally spawning world event in the game. I won't be including the Kraken as a world event in this video, but just know that the Kraken can spawn in between world events on any ship in the server that is out in open water. Unfortunately, at the current stage of the game, the Flameheart world event has been removed, which in my opinion is a bad thing because this decreases the diversity that can happen in a server for everyone, whether you're doing PvE or PvP. And despite how annoying many people found the Flameheart character, the world event was definitely one of the best for loot and value for time. But enough about Flameheart and back to the world events that actually still exist in the game. There are currently only 4 naturally spawning world events in the game if you exclude the Kraken, these events being Skull Forts, Fort of Fortunes, Skeleton Fleets and Ashen Winds. I'm going to show you guys every single possible spawn location which each of these events can happen at, which in my opinion is good knowledge to have. If you enjoy the video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Now let's get into these spawn locations. The first event to start with is going to be the simple old Skull Fort. I'm going to make this quick as I know most of you will already know that a Skull Fort can spawn at any fort in the game excluding the Fort of the Damned. They can spawn any of the 2 in the Ancient Isles, these being Crow's Nest Fortress and Lost Gold Fort, any of the 3 in the Shores of Plenty, being Sailor's Knot Stronghold, Keelhaul Fort and Hidden Spring Keep, any of the 3 in the Wilds, these being Kraken Watchtower, Sharkfin Camp and Skull Keep, and finally the last spawn point is Molten Sands Fortress. And now moving on to the Fort of Fortune. The spawns are pretty much exactly the same as Skull Forts apart from a few exceptions. So Fort of Fortune can only spawn in Crow's Nest Fortress and the Ancient Isles. They will not spawn on Lost Gold Fort. They will still spawn in all 3 of the forts in the Shores of Plenty, so again Sailor's Knot Stronghold, Keelhaul Fort and Hidden Spring Keep. They will spawn on 2 out of the 3 forts in the Wilds, these being Kraken Watchtower and Skull Keep. However, a Fort of Fortune cannot spawn on Sharkfin Camp. And finally, a Fort of Fortune will not be able to spawn on Molten Sands Fortress. My guess as to why they won't spawn on Molten Sands Fortress or Sharkfin Camp is that Rare wanted the Fort of Fortune to spawn in somewhat central areas of the map as well as where people typically tend to be located. However, for Lost Gold Fort, it might be to do with the fact that a lot of players dislike this fort for fighting skeletons and bosses, but that's just my guess. And now on to the Skeleton Fleets. There are actually only 3 spawn locations for this world event. The first one I like to call the Reaper Fleet, given that it's right next to the Reaper's hideout to the northeast in this area right here. The next one I like to call the Ancient Fleet, as this one is just to the north of Ancient Spire Outpost. And then the final location is way down in the southeast of the Devil's Roar, and I like to call this one the Devil's Roar Fleet or the DR Fleet for short. This location is very uncommonly completed as it is a very inconvenient location and people rarely tend to be anywhere near this location. And now finally onto the Ashen Winds event. There are 7 islands where an Ashen Winds can spawn. 1 being in the Ancient Isles, and this is Devil's Ridge. 3 in the Shores of Plenty, these being Mermaid's Hideaway, Wanderer's Refuge and Cannon Cove. And then the final 3 are in the Wilds, where we have Marauder's Arch, Shipwreck Bay and Kraken's Fall. So guys, that's all the current spawn locations for all the world events that are in the game just now. Hopefully they add more world events in the future, or perhaps add the Flameheart event back into the game to provide for some more diversity in servers. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like and subscribe and comment if you have any feedback, and I'll see you guys in the next one.